The tallest building on Earth wasn't built by a royal family. It was built by a man who couldn't keep a cake shop open. And if you think Dubai's skyline was paid for by oil money, you're about to learn something that changes everything. This is the story of Mohamed Alabbar. Mohamed Alabbar was born in 1956, the eldest of 12 children. His father was a dhow captain, a traditional trading boat on Dubai Creek. They lived in a modest home in the Rashidia area. Dubai wasn't a global city then. It was a trading port where the river met the desert. But Alabbar's father had a vision for his eldest son. Education was the key. And in the 1970s, Alabbar received a government scholarship to study finance and business in America. Seattle University to be exact. He graduated in 1981 and returned to a Dubai that was about to explode into something no one predicted. His first job? The Central Bank of the UAE, managing banking supervision. Then Al Khalij Investments, a government investment company that gave him his first real taste of real estate. But the turning point came in 1992. Alabbar was asked to establish Dubai's Department of Economic Development. This was a pivotal moment. He opened doors to the private sector, created policies that would transform Dubai into a global business hub. And most importantly, he built a relationship with a man who would change everything. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai. Sheikh Mohammed had a vision. He wanted Dubai to compete with the world's greatest cities, and he needed someone who could execute that vision. Alabbar became his chief economic advisor. And then, in 1997, Alabbar took the biggest risk of his life. He founded Emaar Properties. But here's what most people don't know. Alabbar had already failed. And in 1997, the exact year he founded Emaar, in the mid-2000s, Emaar expanded into the United States. It failed, and it cost more than $1 billion. But here's where the story flips. Alabbar didn't stop. He built Dubai Marina, then downtown Dubai, the most prestigious square kilometer on Earth. And at its heart, the Burj Khalifa. In 2010, while the world was still reeling from the financial crisis, Alabbar opened the tallest building on Earth. 828 meters. A tower that had no practical reason to exist, except to say, Dubai is here. He later said, in Burj Khalifa, we see the triumph of Dubai's vision of attaining the seemingly impossible. The project is a declaration of the Emirates' capabilities. But here's the part that will surprise you. Alabbar has never seen Burj Khalifa as a business project. I am not a man driven by money, he said. I am driven by the well-being of my society. He once said Burj Khalifa was never about money. It was about that child standing in front of Burj Khalifa, looking at it, smiling and saying, I belong to a civilized country, and I am proud. That's what he built. Since then, Alabbar has built an empire far beyond real estate. He launched Noon.com, the Middle East's leading e-commerce platform, backed by Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. He bought Americana Group, the region's largest food company, with 1,200 KFC, Pizza Hut, and Costa Coffee outlets across 13 countries. Its IPO in 2022 netted him close to $1 billion. He founded Zand, the world's first combined digital corporate and retail bank. His net worth is estimated at $3 billion. But with that kind of power comes questions. In Egypt, Alabbar controls over 25 million square meters of land worth more than $35 billion. There are questions about how the deals were made and whether they were transparent. In Albania, he was given the contract to redevelop the port of Dares without a tender. Critics called it corruption, and Alabbar himself admitted, I made a mistake in Albania. I built too quickly. Mohamed Alabbar's story isn't a success story. It's a survival story. From 12 children in a small house by Dubai Creek to building the tallest building on Earth. From failed cake shops and a $1 billion mistake to leading one of the world's most valuable real estate companies. And through it all, one lesson. Failing is also learning. The real question is whether you can stand up again. That's the lesson. That's what built Dubai.